Go live. Go live.
Access.
Go live. Not yet. Go live. But it's not live. How you feeling? Go live. But it's not time. Go live. What time is it? Go live. What kind of mood you in? Go live. How come you're not at church? Go live. Oh, what kind of day you having? Go live. Oh, I'm having a horrible day today. That's why I'm not at church. Not feeling good. Get headache. Upset stomach. Go live. Everybody left there at church. So I figured, look who's on. Nobody's on. So I figured, you're not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. We go live. JD, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. The beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. No Taco Bell today. Had my cousin, she felt energetic and she made homemade egg McMuffins. That was nice of her. I looked at it, took off the English muffin part, and just ate the egg. The the muffin, the English muffin didn't look good. King of Clove. You know that King of Clove, boy. You know, I mean, if you like them, you like them. Hey Ken, good morning to you, my friend. If you like them, you like them. But for me, he's not my kind of. He's not that kind of. You know, he's not that kind of my kind of person I want to hang out and spend my kind of day with. You know, I'd rather hang out with Bob than hang out with him. And Bob is kind of boring. I'm not putting him down, but Bob and I have nothing in common. But you know, he likes gardening. I like gardening. I guess we have something in common. He likes to eat. I guess I like to eat. Maybe we have one or two things in common, but not many. And anyway, what's going on, Ken? Look like Look like Frank is back. Even though he said he'll never come back. I'll never come back to live stream. That was a long time. I don't know. Hard to say never, you know. Hard to say I'll never flying circus. I gotta go get, maybe tomorrow I'll go get a couple of bottles of Mountain Dew, and I'll make a comeback of that skit you guys you have on your video. I'll make a comeback of that video. I'll open up Mountain Dew. I got your Mountain Dew. Yeah. Maybe I'll have it pointed this way without the green screen, and I'll have it pointing this way. Tell him, hey, fat boy, as I'm open up his Mountain Dew, and I'll guzzle it. Yeah, I think I'll do that tomorrow. Mountain Dew make me feel better, I think. But yeah, I'll make a and then I'll drink it, and then maybe I'll open up another one and tell him, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah. I, that's a big old boy too. That's definitely a Billy Bob or a Bubba. But you know, luckily that guy in that video, he's a big old biscuit eater, but no biscuits. Are you gonna keep it? Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. That's not a bad idea. And then bring it downstairs, and then open it. Yeah, but I like how he was doing it, but he could have made it a lot better. But I want to finish it by opening it up and drinking it, because I think that would be a good ending of his video. Who drank my Mountain Dew, and then have me drinking it. I think that would be good. I don't know where he is or anything, but I think that'd be a good comeback. Hello from Australia. Well, we have a lot of Australians here, buddy. Welcome to the bullpen, my friend. We have a lot of Australians, Canadians, a lot of Filipinos, a lot of Americans. We have a lot of everybody. But our main topic is the Philippines and parts unknown. We talk about this and talk about that, but you know, we talk a lot about BS. Today's Sunday. I normally don't have a Sunday show. Normally, I have Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. But today I'm not feeling good. I usually at church on Sunday. Feel like crap. Literally feel like crap. But yeah, Ellen, welcome to the bullpen. I normally have guests come on and we talk about everything. Matter of fact, I might even throw a link out, and if anybody want to come on and come on the show, we have a live show. Have anybody want to come on and join with us? You're more than welcome. How many people we have watching? Few people right now. Not many, but it's early. Sometimes we have half an hour show, 2 hour show, 8 hour show. We have sometimes a marathon. There we go. There's a link. If anybody feel like jumping on board, more than welcome. You just click on the link. Hell, it's morning time here, but it's evening time in Australia. I got another Alan that's in Australian. I got a real good friend of mine, Benny the Mac. He's over in Gold Coast. Not sure how they're doing, but maybe they're doing good. Go over to Facebook. When I got my green screen on, everything slows down. I don't have a powerful computer that can accommodate my green screen and everything that goes with it. So it slows everything down. But yeah, we got a lot of Australians that come visit with us. I was on the chat earlier with. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Benny is a good man. He 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 supports my channel quite a bit. He comes on and he's very generous with me. He's a good man. He he's a very good sense of humor. Matter of fact, he's supposed to come to Texas sometime this coming November. Pretty soon. Uh, Work related, I believe. But yeah, pretty good man. So so Alan, you've been to the Philippines before, I take it. One boy has that live stream earlier. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. There you are, buddy. I just found Alan Anderson. I just threw him a link. Maybe he's. I don't know if he's still up or not. But if he is, he'll get a link. Maybe he'll respond. Just talked to my daughters earlier. Star and Pearl, they seem to be doing good. They're always doing good. Say hi to the virtual. He's usually he might be going fishing right now. Oh, maybe he'll come on. Today's Roberto's day off. Don't like to bother people on their day off. People got better things. People got better things to do than to come on my show. At least I think so, you know. Oh, okay, Alan. There you are, brother. All you gotta do now, you might have to kill your YouTube volume, and then you won't have an echo.
Hey, how's that?
Hey, buddy. Good. Hey, you good?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I see you're into the Philippines chats, are you?
Oh, well, I lived in the Philippines for 13 years.
Yeah, I used to live and work in Makati and
Okay.
Angeles.
Yeah. I lived over in Iloilo for 13 years.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I've got a couple of friends in Dumaguete, and I've got a couple of friends in Cebu itself, but I haven't been there, to be totally honest. The closest I've
Well,
been is Rojas City when I went to visit some friends up on Sibuyan Island. I flew from Angeles down to Rojas City and then went to Kalibo to catch a banker boat up to Sibuyan Island.
have you been to Boracay?
Boracay, no, actually, I went past it, but it was just one of those too touristy, overpriced sort of places I just decided not to go to. Apparently, Boracay's gotten really quiet recently.
Well, yeah. Well, there's two Boracay. There's the old Boracay before they rebuilt everything, and now since they rebuilt it, now it became quiet and more tame.
Okay. Yeah, no, I never actually made it to Boracay. Sort of like I've got a couple of good friends that live up in Subic, so I was mostly Makati, Angeles, Subic, and I go down into the Romblon chain, and I spent some time in Porto Galera and Cebu and Dumaguete. But yeah, other than that, mate, no. Never went to Mindanao, never sort of like got over to Samar or Leyte or anything. I really wanted to go to Samar, but just never got the chance. I was always busy working or, just, you know,
Well,
always had something else to do.
did you go to the Philippines for R&R, or did you go there for work related?
I initially I've been coming and going from the Philippines for holidays for years. Oh, God, the first time I went to the Philippines was before Pinatubo blew. but back when I
Oh,
was a
okay.
young man. But, I'd let it go for like 3 or 4 years and then I'd go back and then I'd let it go for 2 or 3 years and then I'd go back and then I'd go like 4 times in a year and not go for 2 years. And then in 2014, I got a chance to go over there and work and I sort of like stayed there till 2017 based in Makati. And then, I ended up just coming back to Australia for the last couple of years, and I'm planning to go back over next year. There's sort of like a YouTubers meet and greet. I don't upload any videos myself, but I'm in some chats with some of the other Philippine-based YouTubers, and there's a meet and greet actually down on Mindanao in April next year. So I was gonna make plans to go to that.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that are all over all over here.
So are you actually in the States yourself, or are you in the Philippines, Kevin, or what?
Oh, I left 2014. I can't go back until I get a immigration fee I gotta pay, but then I can go back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Did you
I
overstay your visa?
yeah, he did. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, they slug you with a massive fine, and you've got to pay that before they'll put another green stamp in your passport there.
Yeah, I did. I really, yeah. I when I left Alaska, that's where I'm from, from Anchorage, Alaska, and I left and I went to Alaska. I went to the Philippines um, for because I was never gonna leave the Philippines, and I overstayed for 13 years.
Hey, Kevin,
Hey,
your
Roberto, how you doing, brother?
your microphone seems a little weak. Uh, Sounds like you're far away. I've heard your microphone a lot better sounding than that. I was wondering if you
How
don't have
about
the right
now?
microphone. I barely can hear you.
All right.
Hey, with this StreamYard, where's the volume button? Because I actually had to join up to StreamYard or whatever to
Uh-huh.
and I can't find the volume control in StreamYard because I'm still on my learner's plates with it.
Yeah, they're. I'm not sure where. That's a good question. You
I
would
just
have to
I
use
just turned
there's
down the main volume on the computer, so
yeah,
it's all right.
yeah, yeah. Use the main volume on your computer. That's gonna bring it up and down, but you just can't use your volume on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what are the other guys in this chat up to? What are you fellas up to? Who else is listening in or chatting as well?
Well, we have Roberto. He's from he. Roberto, you can introduce yourself. Explain who you are.
Yeah, I'm Roberto. I'm the brown American expat. I'm around a lot
Mm-hmm.
in a funny kind of way. Are you new to this Philippine
Now,
channel?
Yeah, this is my first time. I've missed a couple of Kev's chats before. I've been subscribed for a while, but this is the first chat that I've actually participated in where I've actually caught one going. So yeah, first time. So go easy on me, guys.
Yeah, I mean you need to catch up because this the Philippine YouTube community, at least our YouTube community, is it's kind of strange in a way.
yeah,
There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of rebuttaling. There's a lot of chismis. You know, I mean, this is not for the faint of heart or the first timers. That's for sure.
All right, okay. So it's a little bit like the Woodman's Head or the Cat House on a Friday night, is it? There in
Yeah.
McCarty.
Yep. Yep.
Just like any expat community, mate. A lot of people are bitching and howling and backstabbing and gossiping and
Exactly.
all of the interesting stuff, mate. Yeah, I've sort of like been down that road before, and I got a pretty thick skin, so I should be all right. Touch wood.
Yeah, well, Benny, he's a real good friend of mine. If you know who Benny is,
Yeah, Benny the
he
Mac. I'm a
came.
subscriber.
Yeah,
And Marcus from Overstay Road as well. And oh crikey, I'm subscribed to probably 15, 20 Philippine YouTubers all up.
yeah, we know a little bit of each other. Like I know who Mark is. Mark knows who I am, but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really follow who around him, but I go check him out time to time. I know like Ed. Um, he has a motorcycle channel in Manila.
Yeah.
Joseph, but
What
yeah,
about yeah?
we have a I don't know, but our channel is kind of unique, like Roberto says. But we really don't like backbite, like stab each other in the back, like everybody make it sound like. But everybody has their own groups that we follow.
All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of like my subscription preferences for the Philippine channels has really, really changed over the last couple of years since I moved back to Australia. Um, wow, yeah, look, I used to be subscribed to a lot of people that I'm not subscribed to anymore, and I've started to subscribing to other channels just recently. Sort of like, things have sort of like changed. I've got to admit, look, the vast majority of the time when I was visiting the Philippines or living and working there, I sort of like spent most of my time in the expat bars or down the local girly bar or whatever the setup was. But
That's nice.
yeah, look,
Do you know Ned?
that sort of thing wears off after a while, and then you sort of like
Yeah.
actually start wanting to get into things. And don't get me wrong, I still like the odd girl, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's just preferences change, especially with subscriptions. Like I really like Tom and Ruth in the Philippines, Philly in the
Yeah.
Philippines, Che Taurus, some of the there's two girls. Yeah, there's two girls up near Lucena there on Luzon. There's Doreen's Everyday Life and Philippine Lady Farmer. They're both funny as all buggery. I love those girls' channels. I used to be a big subscriber to Rike, but I've unsubscribed from Rike recently. Yeah, a lot of my preferences have changed.
I like Ned. Ned is pretty nice.
Ned.
No, Ned.
I d-
Roberta, what is Ned's channel?
Oh, I can't remember, buddy. I don't know.
We have Passport TV. His channel is very nice. But Passport, he's like international, all over the world. He travels.
Mm-hmm.
He's with us right now. That's a
All
good
right.
channel you might want to check out. I
Yeah,
think
let's
he's
see
over
with
in
the
Romania.
with the international people. Harold Balder, Bald and Bankrupt. I watch. Look, I'm subscribed to 88 different channels at the moment, so I sort of like, yeah, quite a few of those are either Philippine based or guys who've previously at least been through the Philippines. But I've also got guys in the States and guys in Europe and people from different parts, sort of like everything from restoration videos to girly bar reviews to horse racing, all sorts of stuff, mate. Yeah, like if I like the content, I'll subscribe. It doesn't really matter what the content is. If I like it and it's entertaining, I'm up for it, and I'll click the subscribe and the like button. You know.
We got another good one of Flying Circus.
Flying Circus.
He's with us right now. He's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm a big Monty Python fan, so you got me with Flying Circus. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, but hey, we there's this one. He's an Aussie called JLB. Have you heard of this guy?
Yeah.
Have you checked out him before?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't. Yep.
Well, you're not missing nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was just asking, that's all.
Right, what was that first one you said? I've got a pen and paper. I'm just writing it down.
The first one, I was talking about Passport TV.
Passport TV, yeah?
Yeah, he's with us on the chat room.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, you can see him right now. He has a real good channel.
Okay, I'll check that out. Yep.
And then also Flying Circus.
Flying Circus, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's with us also.
All right.
You can just look at him on the panel.
Okay. Yep.
Those are just some guys I'm giving some shout outs to.
Ned's channel is Philippine Dreams.
Philippine Dreams. I think I'm subscribed to that.
Yeah, he's over in Demigeti.
Yeah. Does he have a beard?
No, he's a white guy, bald, and big guy.
Bald head.
Okay, because I'm subscribed to a big guy down there called Marky Shumati. He's got a Dumaguete or just outside Dumaguete based channel, but he's only just gotten monetized. He's only just over 1,000 subscribers now. So Marky Shumati, yeah, he's down that way. But I'll check out Philippine Dreams. But I've got a feeling I might be already subscribed to him.
Then we also have Bud Brown. He's also lives in Demigeti, and he's a real big YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm very, very surprised. Well, not necessarily surprised. It's a lovely place, but gee whiz, Dumaguete has really taken off as being a place for expats to take up residence in. It was relatively sort of like a little Sleepy Hollow up until probably, I think Rike was there, and he sort of like made the place quite popular. A lot of people went there that were Rike followers. But Dumaguete is sort of like just getting more expats pretty much every day, moving there directly.
It was classified as like one of the safest places for retirees in the world to live in.
Well, Dumaguete seems pretty cool, but I've got to admit the last time I was in Dumaguete was probably, about 4 years ago, I suppose, and it was like, it was a nice enough place and everything, but just from the recent videos I've seen, it looks like there's been a fair bit of development going on there. So, hats off to it. You know, if somebody managed to get a hold of something back there years ago, I'd say the cost of everything's probably going up now, but usually when demand increases, so do prices. So, yeah.
What kind of living do you do?
What kind of
work-wise?
Work-wise, I'm actually not working at the moment. I'm waiting to get some surgery. I've got to have carpal tunnel surgery done on both hands, and but before that, I was in mining administration. and I used to work for in the corporate office of a mining company in Makati, and before that I worked in the mines in Western Australia for about 20 years.
What kind of mine? Above ground or tunnel?
Open pit or underground. I've actually worked myself. I've personally worked in both, and then I've done corporate-based administration jobs with both open pit and or underground mining companies. I did some contract work at the corporate office of a lot called Rombalon Marble in Makati, and then I did some contract work through a friend of mine's agency for about 2 or 3 other mining corporate offices there in Makati.
Oh, yeah. I worked in mining in Alaska. Also above ground.
Yeah, it's mostly seasonal up there, isn't it? The smaller operations, most of those are seasonal up in Alaska, aren't they?
No, mine is 1,000-man crew, and it's 24 hour open. It's on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Really? Oh, okay. I thought it was all seasonal work up there.
No,
okay.
No,
That's interesting.
It's the world's largest zinc mine.
Oh, zinc. Okay. Yeah, I've mostly been when I was working in Australia, gold, mineral sands, iron ore. I spent a lot of time up in the Pilbara region of Western Australia working in the iron ore mines there, in the goldfields of Western Australia. I've done underground, but the majority of the time when I was working on mine sites doing various jobs, I was actually predominantly open pit. But I've previously done underground, but I try to avoid underground. It's I just prefer open pit. But
have you ever heard of Tech Kaminko?
Tech Kaminko.
Tech is one company, and Kaminko is another company, and they're both mining companies. They're big. I think one of them is in. I think they're both in Australia also. They're in open pit also mining.
All right. To be totally honest, off the top of my head, no. I've got to admit I haven't heard of either of those. I've heard of Barmenco, which is an underground mining contracting company that work on various underground sites across Western Australia. Your big mining companies in Western Australia would be BHP, Rio Tinto, FMG or Fortescue Minerals Group. Then you've got the world's richest woman, Gina Rinehart. She owns 2 or 3 iron ore mines as well. Then you've got CITIC Pacific, which is a big Chinese iron ore mine as well. But then you've also got gold, mineral sands operations. The big Kalgoorlie Consolidated Gold Mines, KCGM and Kalgoorlie, world's largest open pit gold mine, I believe it is. I used to work there back in the day, but they're the bigger operations that I'm familiar with.
That kind of work puts a toll on you when you get older.
Oh, yeah, when you're doing 12, 14-hour shifts and you're doing, night shifts and day shifts and you're doing like 4, 5, 6 weeks on and 1 week off, fly in, fly out, it can take a drain on you.
Yeah, we have an open pit, and then we have a mill also, and we have all purpose mine.
All right. Okay. Yep.
So
I feel like I'm monopolising your chat. Did anybody else want to actually join in and start talking or something? I don't want to take over your chat, Kevin.
Oh, well, Roberto always has something to say, so he's probably gonna jump in pretty soon.
You go
Well,
ahead, man.
that's good to hear.
I'm just on here. I just had a show last night for about five
Yeah,
hours, and
All right.
that took a toll.
All right. Okay. You're a bit chatted out, are you? Okay.
my camera went out. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
especially when you have gummy bear on your panel. You know,
I like gummy bear. Oh!
go go bubble.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, Philippines is a nice place to visit, nice place to live.
Yeah, it's a nice place to visit and it's a nice place to live, but you certainly wouldn't want to give up your passport from your home country. Look, just some of the governments that come and go. Duterte is going to be out within another year or two, I think, and it looks like his daughter, they're actually grooming her to replace him. But, the political stability and the economic and social stability of the country has got an awful lot to do with who's in power at the time, and it can be a very, very fluid sort of a situation over there. So, the Philippines is a nice enough country. Certainly, don't get me wrong. I love the place. I've got plenty of plans to continue coming and going from the Philippines and living over there again if things work out or whatever. At the same time, I don't think I'd ever want to give up my Australian passport.
Yeah, but it's just, like I say, it's a nice place to retire. I think if you have a nice nest egg. If you have enough money to pick up and leave.
Yeah, what I noticed an awful lot there in the Philippines is you get a lot of guys that would want to move to the Philippines and they'd be underfunded, or
Yeah,
they'd have these
definitely.
grand ideas that they were going to buy themselves a local business and set themselves up and they were going to make a fortune, and you just can't go over there with that attitude. You've got to be
Been
financially
there,
secure from outside
been there,
income.
done that.
Yep. And really only then can you look at going to the Philippines, because if you go there expecting to make your fortune, I think you're going to end up with a very, very bloody nose very, very quickly.
Well, it took me 4 years to realize that.
I saw a lot of
Yeah,
guys go over there and end up, leaving the country within 6 months broke, and it's like, no,
it
I'd
took me
only
4 years
permanently
to
move
give
to
up.
the Philippines. Yeah, if I was, financially secure enough to permanently move there with an outside income.
Well, yeah, like I said, you would need a stable income to keep you afloat.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
guys go over there.
I'm sorry. I didn't get your name,
Alan?
Alan.
Alan. Hey, Alan.
Just call me Al or Big Al, mate. Everybody does.
Okay. You said you working in the Philippines.
I used to.
Is that a company in Australia that's made a home base there in the Philippines or
No,
sub base?
actually, no. I had just been coming and going as a expat, tourist, sexpat for years, on and off, and then I just struck up a conversation with a guy who actually had his own employment and placement agency for expats over there. A friend of mine that I met at the Woodman's Head there on P. Burgos Street when the Woodman's Head was still open. And he sort of like said, well, email me a copy of your CV. And of course, I always had an electronic copy of my CV updated and ready to rock and roll. So I sent it through to him. And next thing I knew, I was going for an interview at this place in Makati. And it was like, oh, okay, well, I had to make some calls and mothball my unit, my apartment back in Perth, and I just sort of like ended up coming and going and doing contract work for the next 3 years. And
that's good.
but then my carpal tunnel started misbehaving, and I had a bad back problem and a couple of other things, and it was like I was just ready to take a break from the Philippines because I just started drinking too much, getting into that, that expat lifestyle as well. So I just needed a break.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Carpet tunnel means
it is over
in
there.
the elbow.
Sorry, what was that, guys?
I was just saying. Go ahead, Roberto.
It's easy to do because it's so cheap. They're with the beer, and cigarettes, and things like that. So,
look, the number of guys. Look, I actually knew at least 3 guys who moved to the Philippines and drank themselves to death in 6 months. I knew 3 different guys that happened to just in the 3 years that I was living over there, and there were a lot of guys who moved over there and were sort of like really in trouble by the time I left because they just could not stop drinking and stop partying, and they were in the girly bars every night, and they'd gotten themselves got all sorts of bother and stuff. And you do have to maintain a little bit of personal discipline when you get over there. By all means, kick your heels up and have some fun, but 2 or 3 nights a week have some fun, and then spend the other 3 or 4 nights a week at home. If you're going to be working and living over there, you've got to pace yourself.
Sounds like a person that we know, an expat that we know in our group.
Yeah, but I'm not over exaggerating. I mean it. I have actually seen 3 guys drink themselves to death within 6 months of getting.
No, we definitely understand. There's always somebody that we know that we can finger point.
Yeah. So.
And it's always rotten to see that because
got a job in the Philippines. It's not really easy to do unless you're associated with a company in the Western side.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to try and get back to the Philippines in April next year, but I've really just got to see how my surgery comes up because I've got to get one hand done, recover from that, and then get the second hand done and recover from that, and then I'll know what's going on with that, So carpal tunnels are pretty straightforward.
Get one hand working.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping, things will go well with that because I had a big back problem when I first moved back to Australia, and then I was just about ready to start getting back to work, and then my carpal tunnel and shoulders and elbows and everything sort of like went on me practically overnight, and the next thing I knew, I love that comment from Bebots Only, red horse is the devil. It certainly is. But, hopefully my carpal tunnel will come right. Yeah, that
so you're
red
not
horse.
Retirement age?
No, I'm only 49. So, I've probably got another 15, 20 years of working life left in me unless I drink myself stupid or something. So,
well, you're almost our age.
Pardon?
You're almost our age.
Almost, okay. Teach me, Sensei, teach me.
I'm 57.
Well, you don't look a day over 58.
Yeah, I know. I feel it, too.
Must be that eggshell blonde.
Yeah. Oh shit. You've been married before?
Engaged twice, and just a heap of de facto relationships, but no. My first fiance and baby daughter passed away in 1989, and my second fiance, and she was 5 months pregnant. She passed away in 1992. And so that was, anyway, water under the bridge.
I hear you, buddy.
I've had plenty of, just ordinary relationships and that sort of stuff. But, last couple of times I was living and working in the Philippines, I had live-in girlfriends over there, as you always do. I love it when I've had one guy turn around and say to me, "Oh, I'm coming over again, but this time I'm staying single." And it's like, yeah, good luck in the Philippines, mate.
Why are you going there?
You got a better chance of staying sober than you have of staying single in the Philippines if you're an expat.
Even the ugliest guy can get something.
Oh, you can't even go down to a sari store or stop at the markets or something or whatever, and next thing you know, you get that little, "Are you single?" Even the old grannies will turn around and say, "Are you single?" And if you say yes, "I have a niece, I have a daughter. You come back to my stall tomorrow and I'll introduce you." It's like you can't even go buy a mango without getting hit on.
Yeah, our cab driver introducing you. Or lady boy, JLB.
No, never had a problem with lady boys. I've always been able to spot them from a mile away. I worked in retail and hospitality when I was a younger man, and when you're working in hospitality, I had some of the old hands pull me aside, and yeah, no matter how good a lady boy they are or whatever, I've learnt the trick. I can pick one a mile away, actually. So I never got caught out with any of them, thank goodness, because they're nothing but trouble.
Well, I remember when I was a boy, we were watching. Remember Crocodile Dundee when he was in the U.S. He made that movie, and he had that drag queen in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Paul Hogan movie, Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, they actually made about 3 or 4 Crocodile Dundee movies, but the second, third, and maybe the fourth, if they did a fourth, they all pretty much tanked compared to the first one. The first one was like a blockbuster, and then the other ones were sort of like, oh yeah, okay, fine, but Paul Hogan did well out of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
Paul Hogan is good.
Speaking of crocodiles, the world's largest crocodile was actually caught in the Philippines down on Mindanao.
Yep.
6.17 metres. The previous record was an Australian. They're the saltwater crocodile, largest species of crocodile in the world, and they go all the way from Australia right up past the Philippines. And down on Mindanao, they're in eastern Mindanao. There's a gigantic lake that's full of these enormous saltwater crocs, and apparently there's even one bigger than that in there, but they can't catch it.
Yeah, there's a reason why I don't go swimming in the ocean.
Well, I think the ocean may not be too bad if you're at a lifeguarded beach, but you certainly wouldn't want to go swimming in some of the streams on Mindanao. Not with some of those monsters out there, yeah. But just a little piece of trivia there for you guys.
Yeah, this is pretty much normally how we have a show. Have guests on and talk about BS and this and that and this.
Mm-hmm. Got somebody here asking, have we been to Mabini, Batangas? Well, I've been to Batangas. That's where you catch the banker boats to go down to Porto Galera, to Sabang in Porto Galera, isn't it? That's Batangas?
Roberto? I'm not sure. I never been that far.
Geez, I thought you would have been to Porto Galera,
Nope.
Kevin.
Nope. Thomas says yes.
Yeah, well, I've been through Batangas going, you catch the bus from Makati down to Batangas to catch the banker boats across to Porto Galera, because Porto Galera is on the north coast of Mindoro. And when you're at Porto Galera, then you sort of like go into Sabang. That's sort of like little main party central. And that's not a bad little place to go to, actually, Porto Galera. Yeah, it's sort of like a little micro sort of a place. It's not particularly big, but there's all your basic necessities there, good hotels, floating bars, girly bars, pretty expat sports bars. You can certainly kick your heels up and have a good time down there. Porto Galera, not a bad place to go to at all.
Hey, Kevin, let Passport on, man. Give
Is he trying to get in?
Huh?
Okay, let me throw a link out.
Come on, Passport.
Your Passport's a good guy.
So what?
Yeah, we can get 6 people on the panel.
Somebody already asked this, but what made you start wanting to go to the Philippines?
Is that me or is that Kevin that you're asking me?
I'm asking you.
Look, I've got to admit, the first time I went to the Philippines would have been, late 89, early 90. Just after my first fiance passed away, I had some friends that wanted to cheer me up, and they took me over to the Philippines, and ended up there in Clark when the base was still open, and then I went down to Subic when the base was still open there, and then I was only there for about 5 or 6 days that first trip, and then Pinatubo blew and everything else changed and whatnot, and
that was back in what, 91?
Yeah, I think it was about maybe June 91. I think Pinatubo blew.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was definitely before Pinatubo blew. And then I sort of like let it go for a couple of years, and then I went to Manila and stayed in Malate, and I came and went from Malate a few times, and then let it go for a bit, and I was sort of like doing Thailand for a while after that, and then I went back to the Philippines. I've got to admit, I don't like Thailand anymore. If I never go back to Thailand ever again, I don't think I'll be disappointed. I think a lot of people who've bought over there are going to end up regretting it. I think the situation is going to get quite difficult for Westerners and for expats and for tourists in Thailand in the next coming years. I think there's going to be a lot of trouble there.
I heard yays and nays about Thailand. Pretty much what you just said.
Yeah. No, I think the political situation over there is really, really, really going to come unstuck in the next
few minutes. Okay, Passport. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
So that's good. You experienced the Philippines early. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, before I actually ended up permanently working there, between 1990 and 2014, I probably came and went from the Philippines, gee whiz, probably at least a dozen times. But like I said, I'd go 3 or 4 times in 1 year, and then I'd go 3 or 4 years without coming back. And, of course, things were same but different, and same sort of stuff, different faces. And, sometimes I'd go to Angeles after it sort of like got back up and going again, or other times I'd go to Olongapo, or sometimes I'd go to Makati or Malate, or sometimes I'd go to Cebu. It was just really was the same sort of stuff with the expat community and everything, and just different faces.
Yeah, I was born in Cavite City, but my family's from Leyte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Cavite, that is south of Manila, isn't it? Sort of Cavite. Is that down towards Tagaytay?
Yeah, it's right on the
Tagaytay.
near near the base. Well, not near the base, but it's on. What's it called? Was that an airport there? What's the name of that airport? I want to say Stanley Point or.
Yeah, well, you had the Aquino Airport there in Manila. Where's that? That's Parañaque, isn't it? Where the Aquino Airport is, that's actually Parañaque, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then south of the airport, it's you go through Parañaque, and it's sort of like Cavite's on the coast there, isn't it? That's sort of like the
on the coast.
Philippine
And there's an
Riviera,
airport
really, isn't
there.
it?
There's a military airport there. I think that's Sandy Point, but I'm not sure.
Was that a Philippine military airport, or was that a former American airport that's now gone?
Former American airport, Navy base.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I think Cavite now is sort of like the Philippine Riviera. That's where all the cashed up Filipinos have got their beach houses now, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been there in quite a few years, but
It's an expensive place.
but I'm planning on going there to visit. I heard from British Biker that the hospital I was born in is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, they've been trying to get some stuff happening with the old bases there at Subic and up at Clark, but Angeles has just all been botched up, and it's just been one ridiculous thing after another. But Subic, they've really been trying to redevelop the old base areas and stuff there and turn them into like hotels and bars and restaurants, and I actually like what they've been trying to do with the old base in Subic. But what they've done and haven't done with the former Clark Air Force Base up there in Angeles, that's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't think anything's really worked out with that.
Yeah, when my dad was stationed at the Subic Bay, I lived in Olongapo for a few years. I love that place, Olongapo.
Yeah, it is a nice place. I've got a friend that lives there now. He's been living in the Philippines for about 25 years. He's a photojournalist, and he's published about 14 novels. Really nice English guy. And the last time I was chatting with him, he was telling me that apparently from north of Olongapo right up to San Antonio, that whole section there, apparently you Americans are going to be putting in a brand spanking new big enormous combined Air Force, Marines, Navy base in there. Yeah, apparently you're going to be spending billions on constructing a whole new base right from scratch.
Well,
Yeah,
I heard it a
it's
few
going to be
years back.
a joint base.
Yeah, I heard it a few years back, maybe been about 5 years ago. They've been planning on coming back. I know they've been planning to come back. I didn't know if it was going to go through. But yeah, that's good. That's good news.
Well, pretty much it's going to be a massive base. It's going to be the largest combined base, American military base anywhere. It pretty much goes all of the way from, or what's planned is the base boundaries will pretty much go all of the way from just north of Subic right up to San Antonio, just before the river there at San Antonio.
Right.
So that's going to be a pretty big area, and if they go right in as far as the existing road, it's going to be one hell of a base. Yeah, that'll make the old Clark and Subic bases combined, put together. That's going to be about 3 times the size of both of those bases.
Yep, that'd be cool, man. I can't wait. That's going to happen. I'll definitely
A lot of jobs.
move back there. So they're gonna be like bars gonna be start popping up left and right, man.
Well, the thing, yeah, look,
good property.
Yeah, it's a good time
Yeah,
to get the properties out there.
yeah, once again, look, it just comes back to what they allow with foreign ownership. As you guys know, you can only buy that 25-year lease in the special economic zones, and then you've got an extra lease extension option. You can't technically own land, but you can buy those 25-year leases that you can extend out to 50 years.
I can.
Economic zones.
I can.
But Roberto can.
Yeah, you're married to a Filipino, or you're a Filipino citizen,
Yeah.
are you?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have the same issues, but I suppose it just comes back to being able to spend enough time with your partner to know you can trust them if you're going to put a house in their name or a business.
Yeah, you're right.
I suppose,
Get it while you can.
Yeah, that just comes with time,
That's why I like when I had my business, I learned don't have a business the person with you sleep with.
Yeah. Yeah. So what sort of business did you have, Kevin, and where was it?
Right there in Iloilo, I had an internet cafe, I had a billiard business, and I had a boarding house.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It was like a 3-in-1.
Yeah.
Like I had upstairs was the boarding house, downstairs was the internet cafe, and next door to that was my billiard house, and I had a barbecue, and I had beer. You could drink beer and play pool at the same time.
Oh, well, that sounds like a pretty diverse sort of a business. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you in the end, but you must have had some fun while you were running it.
Yeah. And then it left. It dwindled in 4 years. And then after that, I was too embarrassed to go home, so I started working at a Korean language center for another like 5 years after that. That's how I made more money after that, was working at Korean language center.
Oh, right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I taught English to Koreans. And I got paid for it.
Well, you were lucky to be paid by Koreans. Koreans don't like paying people for work.
But see, they were my drinking partners first, and then like I'm talking about the owners, and then they became my friends, and then they hired me as tutors. So first they were my drinking friends. Then they said, Kevin, you want to do this, you want to do that, and I said, well, can I give them different demands, and they met them, and things worked out good.
Oh, fair enough. Mm-hmm. So I see Thomas is an old Navy guy. He's made a couple of comments. He first pulled into Subic in 1977, and he was saying that he thought they were going to use the shipyard that Korea was leaving in Subic. Yeah, because I know that one of the old US Navy shipyards got taken over by a Korean shipbuilding lot.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Is that you, Thomas?
Hey, no, this is Passport that just came in. Passport TV.
Hi, Passport.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Very well, thanks.
We're doing good, buddy. Passport, where are you located at this time?
I'm in Romania still.
Romania, you're a glutton for punishment.
All right, I'm back.
But he likes it. He
big
likes it
plane.
there.
You'll have to watch your wallet over there, mate.
Moved over here many, many years ago.
Oh, right, okay. Do you speak the local lingo?
I do.
Oh, well, okay. All right.
Hey, Passport, did you hear
Yes, sir.
One Nut's farewell video? And
Yeah, I did.
you know what? I'm asking, what's a penis extension?
See,
You know, that means if you
plans.
can't get it up.
You ruined my plans for tomorrow's show because I was going to include that in my skit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
just like that message you commented on about Hamhead not you don't get the view time if you keep your stream running. I wanted him to believe that he was getting view time by keeping it running.
Hey, Dragon Lady, did you get your iPhone situated? If you remember, I was helping you on the chat with your phone. I wonder if you got that fixed.
Yeah, Steve, I'm still feeling old, Steve.
Hey, Dragon Lady, if you want to come on, I just put the link out. You can come on right now. Hey, Alan, there's it's called the Dragon Lady Philippines. That's another good channel you might be interested in looking into.
Yeah, I just subscribed to the Dragon Lady now. I'll check out some of her videos afterwards.
Yeah, she lives in Las Vegas with her husband.
Okay, cool. I've just subscribed to the Dragon Lady.
She's a very nice person. She's been living in Las Vegas with her husband for the last 10 years.
All right, okay. Yep.
Hey, Passport, I was messaging Dave, and I said, "Man, what can I do, or how can I use that penis extension on my next live stream?" That would make him come out of retirement.
Well, it just takes a little thinking and a little creativity, and I'm sure we all come up with something on that one.
Well, I don't want nothing to come up. I just woke up, BigKevin. Okay.
Oh, God. I remember about 10 years ago on Australian... About 10 years ago on Australian TV, they had a medical show where they did like medical procedures, and one night they actually showed the actual medical process that surgeons actually do to conduct a penis extension. And I think there must have been a couple of million Australians watching this show, and I don't think there was one guy that hadn't crossed his legs by the end of the flaming show, because they would just, oh my God, it was just
we all
scary.
We all grit.
They actually put an extension at the end.
Well, from what I could make out, they basically peeled everything back, stretched it, then stitched the skin back over and injected a shitload of fat in or something. It was a disgusting process, but it must have been, oh my God, it was just never in, no way. There's no way.
I know they got this one that's a pump, and you pump it up.
Yeah. Sounds like an experience.
Sounds so dirty,
Kevin. Experience?
What's that?
It sounds like your experience with that.
Hey, they don't call me Big Daddy Footlong for nothing.
I don't think they call you Daddy Footlong at all, but anyway.
Well, No, the girls do. I had to let me rephrase that. I'm sorry.
Well, for goodness sake,
I don't want
do
this to
anything
become.
else.
I don't want this to become a train wreck.
Well, don't stand up and show us.
JLB,
Take
calm
your word
down
for
now. I
Roberta,
don't
you had a
want
long
JLB
day,
to get
huh?
excited. Oh God.
That's where you're gonna have a show.
I don't want JLB to do a show.
That's what.
Hey Fred, how you doing, brother? How's Canada doing, Fred? Well, over in Vancouver.
Did anybody verbally greet Frank yet?
No, I can't see. I can't see the chat on YouTube.
No, I'm just saying. Did they say it verbally, like
No.
"Good evening, good evening, Frank"?
Hey, Lugnut, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the bullpen. Glad you're
One ball
here.
McGraw.
I guess he got really pissed from his goodbye speech. I mean, he was tearing everybody apart. I think I hit a nerve there, don't you think, Passport?
Yeah, you could. He mentioned everybody else's name through his list, but every time he mentioned your name, there was a little bit more stress in his voice.
I love it.
Oh boy, you're on the Al Qaeda hit list.
I know he said that. I can't remember what he says, that I surpass Dave, that now that I'm the new king or something, and Dave's retired or something. Now that I'm the new king, as far as the hate group.
He has a very bad memory, a really bad memory. Because all the things that the list of things that he went down in his farewell speech about everybody else, he was describing himself to a T.
Oh yeah, he does that all the time. Every time he
I know.
opens his mouth. And
But every time he talks about something, he talks like it's the first time that it's being mentioned, and it's just the same stuff all over. And that just says, okay, well, I guess tomorrow something has to be said about it, just to keep
I
it
guess
going.
I hit a nerve. I guess when the part where on my stream, I mentioned that his troll Muslim troll. He's boasting like, yeah, he likes me. The Muslim people like me. I'm their. They want to recruit you. They don't. They want you as a friend. They want to recruit you. They're not. They're not there to make friends with you.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if upload he does, he's converted and he's on his rug doing his morning prayers
Oh Allah.
with the head dressing on.
Yeah, he called them mass churches.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those things that he said that was definitely material to be used in a for sure.
Yeah. So, I don't want to go, man. I just want to continue. He brings up more material.
What he did say in his farewell speech was that he has nothing to gain by his live streaming. He's going to stick to uploads.
Right.
That's all the end of him.
No kidding, huh? That's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you know on your Streamlab or you can actually be on YouTube and Facebook at the same time when you're streaming. So I'm doing a test at 1 o'clock Central Time, and I'm actually broadcasting from YouTube and my Facebook. So if you're on my Facebook account or you're subscribing to my Facebook, you'll be able to see it on both YouTube and Facebook. So that's going to be a test on. Did you guys know that? You guys can stream in multiple.
I see it. I see that it's given an option. But you're a paid subscriber, right?
Say again?
You're a paid subscriber on StreamYard, right?
No. Oh,
No? Okay.
no, no. I don't think so.
I
No,
know they
I
were
don't know.
they were offering that multi-stream if you were, I guess, paid.
No, no, I'm free actually. Yeah, it's free for me. And then so I put in that the second the Facebook, and it allowed me to do that. And then I scheduled a time to stream, and it allowed me to do that too. And I didn't pay anything. I didn't pay anything on Streamlab.
So I wonder if on a business end, on the business end of it, when it comes to those that are monetized, if you're streaming through Facebook and YouTube, if the views that you're getting on Facebook counts as YouTube, the paid views for being monetized.
Right, that's a good question. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Well,
but I'm not
like somebody will be back to live streaming.
Well, they took down they're not on Facebook. That person's not on Facebook.
Oh, okay. This is
yes,
my opportunity.
Dragon Lady.
Money.
Yes, Dragon Lady. You can connect them to both. So if you go to your yard stream, there's a indication that says add subscriber or add a link. Then when you push that, you'll see YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and some other ones too. There's two more, and then you just click Facebook, and then it'll get you right through. Let me see. I'm on my StreamYard thing. Okay, hang on. I'll walk you through it. It's really easy. Yeah, on your StreamYard, you'll see a destination button on the left side where it says broadcast. You press the destination, and then on top, you'll see your YouTube as one destination, and then you go to add a destination. When you add a destination, you'll have 5 different choices or 6 different choices. You can Facebook.
I think you need a stronger computer.
LinkedIn, YouTube, Periscope, and it's called Rest Stream, whatever that is, a Rest Stream. That's something new. But yeah, you just press one of those, and when you go to Facebook, make sure you press profile instead of page or group. If you push profile, it'll get you directly to your YouTube page, YouTube profile, and you're in. That's it.
Okie doke. Well, look, folks, on that note, I'm going to have to sign off. So it's been great for my first chat with you folks tonight. Met some really, really nice people, and looking forward to the next chat, fellas.
All right, Alan. Well, we have a show like on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Saturdays also, but usually, like I said, my 8 o'clock Central Time on Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights.
Well, I'll give it a try. It's just for example, it's 12:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's 25 after midnight here in Australia now. So, look, if I can make the time difference and link up with you folks, I'd love to do it again. So, all my best wishes to everybody, and going to sign off.
Nice
Okay,
talking
All
to
right,
you,
buddy.
Kevin.
Thanks for coming.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Well,
Yep.
yep. Thank you for coming to the bullpen.
Okay. Thanks, folks. See you later.
Take care.
All right, buddy. That was a good. He was a good guest. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
think I missed a lot of your show at the beginning, Kev. I was
Well,
downstairs
you
eating
can
dinner
play
and
it
I
back.
seen that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like other people and just erase
Right.
erase that show.
Well, I definitely had to erase mine last night, man. I had to throw that away in the garbage can.
How long was your show for?
5 hours,
Wow.
Damn.
5.5 hours. Well, I played music on it. I had Frank's photo on it, all of his ugly photos. I mean, I had that video had probably 10 different strikes on it. Or maybe
Well, I know that I was in and out of sleep, and I like poked my head up, and I seen that you were on, and I was listening, and I'd fall back into my coma, and yeah, I was out of it. This cold is killing me, but I seen that you were on there for some time, and I know that you were playing some music or something. So
yeah, I was playing also trivia music from the old TV shows, like I
okay.
Could Genie, Bewitched, shows like that,
Oh,
Bonanza, and so they have the intro music to it, and then people on the panel would guess, what's the name of the TV show. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it changes things up.
Yeah, then Jerry came on later, back again. He came back on towards the last 2 hours. And man, that guy, I love the guy, but he can talk. He was rattling off shit. I said, and I fell asleep at first because I put myself on mute. So I took a quick nap.
Seriously, took a nap during your show?
I'm not kidding. I took a nap. Put myself on mute. When I woke up, it was 40 minutes later. He was still talking. Everybody
You're not the first one to take a nap during the show. Remember Bumma laid down and videotaped himself sleeping?
Remember Jay when he was snoring while he was sleeping? And then remember that video of him almost having a heart attack or some type of medical issue? Remember his girlfriend was yelling and Bama was like, I don't want to touch that.
Bumma was ready to hightail it out of there because he knew that he was on the overstay list.
Yeah.
Chicken shit. Yeah.
I think
good old Bama.
I think they drank themselves to death almost that night.
I do have to ask, Kevin, what does he have against you? What does Barry have against you?
Oh, I make more money than him, so he's angry with me.
Is that all? That's the only reason? I mean,
yeah.
I know that he always talks about you, that you're.
He's mad because I'm making the money and he's not making none, so he's angry with me with that. That's kind of crazy.
Look what Steve wrote.
Oh, Batman.
I think if I think whatever happened to Jay when he was having his medical episode, if he seen Dingleberry coming in from mouth to mouth, I think he would snap out of it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I think Barry would leave him and let him die.
Well, he did. Didn't he run out of the house? Or
Yeah, he didn't want
something?
anything to do with that. Yeah, his girlfriend,
That's fucked up.
Jay's girlfriend, was like yelling.
Barry
Try-
left.
He probably figured if the medical response team is coming, the police are going to come. That means everybody whip out their passports.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, I didn't know. I know that he keeps saying, "Well, at least I'm real. If I need something, I'll say it." But Big Kev's ripping everybody off. This is coming
Yeah.
from the guy who actually did rip people off by saying that he needs the money for certain things, and then went out boozing with it.
Right.
I don't know.
And that
YouTube is a funny
dog fund,
place.
the dog fund, for all the money that he got from the super chat, I know he didn't buy that much dog food. No way.
And you know damn right well that if he bought any dog food, he would be there videotaping the whole adventure of handing out dog food.
Well, he did once. He had a bag, a plastic bag of dog food, but it was maybe, I'd say probably about maybe 2 cups worth. If you get a 2-cup measuring cup and fill that up with dog food, that's how much he had.
Leftovers.
And you know that didn't cost no. I know he at least gotten maybe $300 during all that dog fund, at least. And I know he didn't buy $300 worth of dog food. He kept that. He pocketed that money like he always
Of course
does.
he did. Every fund that he's involved in, there's some sort of mishandling of the money. Every fund.
Yeah,
That's how I first became
Hey, you
aware
guys,
of him.
I need some GoPro 8 money, and I need you call it Mountain Dew money.
well, Kevin, you don't need a GoPro.
Oh, I know. I just want
Your
to
phone will be
Barry.
the best tool for you.
Oh, I know.
GoPro is more if you like doing a lot of traveling in the beaches and in the water, things like that. That's a good time to have a GoPro. But if you just do normal, like outside your house or whatever, or down the street, then your phone will be sufficient enough. You don't need to spend all that money on GoPro.
I just bought a Chinese knockoff of GoPro for $80, and
Really?
it has the waterproof case and everything. The thing works. I've been testing it all week. Thing works great. Remote control and everything.
A remote control, really?
Yeah, I can operate it from my phone. I can operate the camera from my phone.
Thanks a lot, Pastor. Advice, Big Kevin.
What's that?
I just advise Big Kevin not to get a GoPro in your.
I know. You're cheering me on.
Well, that's why I didn't shell out the money for a GoPro, because I asked people, okay, well, what do I set it on to make a better photo? I don't know anything about that stuff. I mean, but
Oh yeah.
I figured, I'm clumsy as it is. I dropped my phone, and I'm not going to fork out $400, $500 for a camera that I'm going to end up breaking anyway. So I seen this was $80. I figure if it works, it works. If it not, it's only $80. So it works great.
Those pirate phones, boy, they're not too bad. If you get a Class A pirate, they're pretty nice.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. I tried it all out. I transferred the videos that I made with it from my phone to the internet, so it all works. Yeah. So how was everybody's day anyway?
Wow.
Just waiting for
I missed.
start.
I slept and ate. That's all I did today.
Well, what time is it there?
It's 7:35 right now in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
now
think
you're gonna go sleep some more.
No, I got to make some calls back to the States in 2 hours. So, but I think I'm 7 hours ahead of you, Kevin, and I think 11 hours ahead of you, Roberto.
No, I'm the
No,
same.
Roberto and I are in the same time
Yeah,
zone.
we're both central.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 11:50. I mean, it's 11:36
Okay.
right now.
Yeah. Well, if you can come on the live stream, my test live stream for both Facebook. I know you're on my Facebook too, so check it out.
Yeah.
And comment and let me know if you see it on Facebook. Same time.
When are you going to do that?
Well, are you doing it on Facebook right now?
No. At 1:00, or what did I say? 1:30, 1:00 is my.
Oh, well, that's quite a while from now. Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys gonna buy like electronics and stuff, do it on that super what that on in November November after Thanksgiving. That's a good time to buy anything. Or Black Monday.
I kind of like
That,
Orange Tuesdays better.
really, I'm gullible, so don't. I believe whatever you say.
Orange Tuesdays.
Yeah, it was
I know.
Monday,
Really,
Cyber Monday,
really. Yeah.
Black Friday.
I know about that, but my first. Oh God, I'll
Yeah.
boot you out of here. First time.
When are you doing your next
Yeah.
super chat, Kev?
I was just trying to do it right now, but Roberto's shooting me down.
I think you should throw out a challenge to the orange one. You know he's listening. If anything, like I said, if anything, he'll get a lot of views. He'll get a lot of views for people checking in to see how his super chat's doing.
Well, Bama hates me, and he'll never do a super chat with me. And Frank, I don't know how Frank feels about. Does Frank still hate me?
I think he's mentioned you. I don't think he mentioned you on the hate list recently.
No, I don't think this time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know, Roberto. You were the one dying of heart disease. Dave being wiped out.
What's not to hate about me though? Tell you the truth, I don't screw nobody over. I try not to talk bad about people.
Well, that's why I was surprised when I heard Barry talking bad about you, because I never remember you ever saying anything bad about Barry.
Well, I call Barry the humpback.
Well, Quasimodo.
Yeah, but I hope he knows I'm playing with him.
Yeah, but did you call him the Hunchback of Cebu before he started talking bad about you, or?
Probably.
Okay. Well, then then there might be a reason why he's talking badly about you.
Yeah, I mean a few times I called him, "Hey Hunchback, how you doing?"
Yeah, that might be a reason a little bit.
Yeah, Trusty, that's true. Is he's retired, but you know what? This is his second retirement in 1 week. So
That's true.
it two farewell.
At the beginning of the week when he retired, he lasted a whole 4 hours before he was on somebody else's live stream.
before he made a comeback.
Yeah. Then he did his own live stream where he said,
Oh,
"I'm
Cooper.
not going
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to take some time off to break in that new toilet seat. What do you think?
Okay, now don't get me started in that toilet seat. Okay, he's been there 2 years. He's just now able to afford a toilet seat after 2 years he's been in the Philippines. Come on,
Well,
he's broke as a.
we're all well aware of his financial crisis.
Just like his computer. After 4 years, you figure, if that computer looks like it's going to go, you need a new one. Get a new one. But no, it's been 4 years now. It's still
Be
like
nice to Frank.
Yeah, it's amazing that he's been pushing that whole computer fund for some time, but yet the computer's still working to put up them live streams.
Yep.
Well, is he doing it with his phone?
With his
I don't
girlfriend,
know.
sometimes.
He's doing it behind a sock, so we don't know. Yeah, he is doing it with the computer because the last live stream, his girlfriend was holding the phone in her hand.
Right.
We're always nice to Bobo's sister.
And hey, Passport, answer me
Jack.
this, okay? Answer me this, because I know you're a very smart guy, very intelligent.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
I didn't say Kevin, I said Passport.
Oh, that's fucked up.
If you were in an argument with another vlogger for the past 2 or 3 years, and that person, maybe said something, and then you said something back, and you feel that it's stressing you out, when you just stop watching that person's channel instead of going back for more punishment, would you just say stop and not just completely just ignore him, and unsubscribe to him or whatever, just not listen to him for 2 years in a row?
If it was something that bothered me, I wouldn't even be tuned into it. Yeah.
If something that really bothered you, I said something to you, and it really, really bothered you, and you hated me for it, would you continue to watch me?
Absolutely not.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
So-
and like I've explained many times, the reason why I watch channels like Hamhead and Dingleberry is because of the funny things that happened on it.
And me too. And I'm doing it as for fun, as a hobby. So
Yeah.
if someone that really, because no one on YouTube ever can piss me off to the point where, I want to kill you. I may say it, but
I hope not.
And
well, let's remove you as the individual. Let's say whatever's happening on YouTube is upsetting your girlfriend or wife so much that her blood pressure is going through the roof, but yet you continue to stay on YouTube regardless.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, drag her into it. And you're right. And then, so what's the judge going to say when he asks that question? Well, don't you just ignore him? No, because I needed more punishment, needed more proof. It's ridiculous.
Well, number one, I wouldn't let anything or anybody get me to the point to where I'm stressed on YouTube. That's for sure. No matter what was said. I mean, it's YouTube. It's YouTube.
So I was going after his speech or after his farewell. I was going to put up another live stream scheduled, and this time I was going to put in win is a win. So what does it say? Skid mark 0. Brown American expat 1.
Well, I was planning out a skit that I was going to work on this week since he did a farewell thing, and I'll tell you what it is because I don't think I'm going to have the time to put it together. But it was going to open up with Tony Montana from Scarface saying, "Say goodnight to the bad guy. You'll never see a bad guy like this again." And then jump right in with Eazy-E's original OG.
Oh man, that would have been funny. That would have been
I know. But replace all the words with some of Hamhead's favorite sayings.
Yeah, he also mentioned the one photos I put up of him with all his baggy eyes, his droopy looking eyes, his crooked mouth, and I mean close up. The one I guess it was Flying Circus uses, or was it from your? I can't remember.
No, it was Flying Circus.
Flying Circus. Yeah.
Hello, Michael Fazio. Hello.
He blew a gasket with that. He even mentioned it on his farewell. He blew a gasket when I put that picture up.
You know what? He's looking bad. He is looking bad.
Yeah, it's getting worse. I mean, the stress. I think it's from the stress and from the environment that he's living in. Because
the guy doesn't sleep. He's up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, writing off hateful messages and trolling.
Too
And
much
then he does
infatuation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's looking bad.
Yeah, it can put a toll on you, especially as older as you get, man. You can't handle those kind of things that much. At least me, I'm still in my 50s, and I can still strong enough to overcome.
Early 50s.
I haven't been sick. Probably going on 9 months now. Not even a cold, not even a sniffle, and my heart is in good condition. I mean, he thinks that he's picturing me as being overweight. Heart is, getting ready to pop or whatever. It's not true. I eat very well. I mean, as far as health wise, I eat a lot of vegetables, fruit. I do energy drinks and stuff.
Look what Michael Fazio wrote. He's going to own all of your net worth and leave you destitute. Trust me on that.
Well, I think my wife has a lot to say to that too, Fazio. Yeah. It's not mine. A lot of it is not mine. It's not mine. Not my name. So
that Hamhead, he has this idea that because he has that kangaroo pouch in front of him, that he calls a stomach, and because the rest of his body is skinny, that he doesn't consider himself frail because he has that pouch in the front. And that's not a healthy sign on somebody whose body is frail and skinny in certain areas, but you got that pouch in the front.
Yeah. Pouch. Yeah.
I was going to add to it, but I'll leave it alone. Cease and desist.
Well, that's it. Went out the door like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
So since he's enjoying going around to everybody's shows, how come he doesn't come on your show, Roberto, or Kevin's show?
No, I think I
Well,
got him.
he did that one time.
I tried to go to my settings and try to unblock him, but I keep forgetting to do it before my shows. Because I don't mind him coming on. I have nothing to.
Yeah, but when he came on your show, Kev, he just screamed and yelled and then ran away.
Yeah. But he made me a lot of money that day.
Really, nice. If he was smart, he would invite you guys onto his show and do a live stream with you guys on his show, and that would definitely put his views through the roof.
Yeah. But again, you the key word is Smart.
Right. Right.
If you block someone on your YouTube account, where is the one? Where's the settings to unblock someone? You
I
guys
think you
know?
have to go in. You have to go into your community settings. I think.
Or community
Yeah,
setting
Yeah.
yeah.
on
It'll
manage
be
your account
under
or your channel.
account.
Your channel.
Your channel.
Gotcha.
Customized channel.
I don't know. I only have him blocked, so I don't know. And I did. You know what? I used to let him leave comments all the time, but then I thought, you know what? He doesn't let me comment on his show, so you know, do the same thing back. Tit for tat, rat a tat tat. Who got
You
that
know what I
old
mean?
cat?
Uh,
Tat, tat, tat.
I can't find it. Too much of a hassle. I don't care because I got only two people blocked, him and Rain Man, and I've been trying to unblock them, and I can't find a place to do it. I'm looking in my settings and everything.
Well, that's not true. I also got that the King of Calves guy blocked too because he's
Yeah, he's a jerk. I
well, he's
got him
just
blocked also.
he has his agenda. He has ways of fulfilling his day. And I guess that he thinks that well he was able to pull it over on Hamhead pretty good by making Hamhead believe that he was actually there to help and all that. But
Oh, here it is. It's under people and sharing,
okay,
It's in the community.
and then it says blocked, blocked. So two people blocked. Okay, cool.
But when you're finished, go up to save and save everything. Yeah, don't forget to save.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yep.
I got
You
them
what do you
didn't
unblocked.
have?
save it?
You have him unblocked?
Yeah.
Look what Jack Thompson wrote. His ET body. Frank's ET body.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna get ET picture and put it right next
Right.
to his picture on my next stream.
And put his head on top of ET's body. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna crawl back into bed myself.
What's the temperature up there?
I think today was 65, 66.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean it was a beautiful day. It's just I wasn't feeling up to going out to do anything. Just coughing during my sleep, keeping me up. So
Yeah, I'm going
I
fishing.
don't know how Dingleberry does it every day, but true. Blah blah blah, etc. 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 This, that, and the other.
you know what I mean? I can't get that out of my head.
What? What?
Talk about Barry. He got to quit. Like when he hears music, he got to quit trying to dance to it.
Yeah, what happened to the bad back?
I don't know, man, but He was trying to do some moves the other day, and no wonder why he has a bad back.
Do you ever see him try to catch a rhythm and he just moves his neck and his head head
Yeah,
like wiggles and like his head wiggles
yeah,
around like just if you were wiggling your thumb back and forth.
yeah.
Like a lizard man.
Good thing that SSI is not watching.
Yeah, right. All right, guys, you have a good one. I'm gonna head on
All
back to
right,
bed.
Passport.
All right, guys.
And check out my streams.
What's that gonna be like in another 2 hours? You said, or
Actually, in 1 hour.
in 1 hour?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
get off pretty soon.
It's gonna
I'll
be a
be
quick
laying
one.
in
I
bed.
just want to do a quick test. And I just want to get some feedback from people. That's all.
All right. I'll
Okay.
definitely check it out.
All right, bro.
Thanks, Passport.
All right,
I'm
have a
leaving
good one,
too,
guys.
guys.
Yep.
I'm
All
leaving
right,
too.
buddy. Always nice to talk to you.
Same here. See you, everybody in chat.
Hey, Kevin, I'm leaving too, man. My football's gonna
Yeah,
start.
yeah. Everybody just got home from church, so you're gonna hear a bunch of footsteps upstairs. So
Yeah. So
that's
you're
very
already in
good.
2 hours. So I'll talk
Yeah,
to
I
you
know
later.
we had a good day, man. Yeah,
Okay.
201.
Yeah. Well,
Good show.
well,
Yeah, you guys.
check out my stream at 1 o'clock when you get if you're up from your nap.
Yep.
All right,
I
man.
had a very good day today, you guys. Thanks for coming to the bullpen. Fazio, Tuck, Steve, Go, Alan. Nice meeting you, Alan. Come back to the bullpen. Don, yeah. Yeah, JD, Jack, whole bunch of you guys. Flying circus, flying circus. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get 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 some of that Mountain Dew, and I'm gonna finish doing that skit. You guys go to Flying Circus, watch that skit that they got about that big old boy. He's crying about who took my Mountain Dew, and I'm gonna finish doing that skit here on my show. I'm gonna make that show at the end of what he's crying about. You'll see it here. So yeah, a flying circus tonight. Flying circus give me the idea, but you want to watch what I'm talking about? Go to his channel and see what I'm talking about. It's kind of funny. He shows this big old boy crying and throwing a fit. Who took my Mountain Dew? Well, I'm gonna end 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 the story on my show. So yeah, thanks for coming to the bullpen, you guys. Enjoy your weekend. God bless. Fazio just came on. Maybe he's gonna have a show. Check out his channel. You know, check out everybody's channel. You never know what's going on. God bless you guys. Talk to you later on.